Alright, that should be sorted. Yeah, no, it's just whenever you restart, sometimes the old blue mic decides it doesn't want to be connected. How's everyone doing? Welcome on in, everyone. You went out and saw the Across the Spider-Verse movie. That one looks like it's pretty good. I enjoyed the first one quite a bit. Haven't seen this next one yet, though, so I think it's good if you enjoy Spider-Man. That's a good sign. Welcome in, all. Who else here? For now, we've just got just yes in common. Awesome, awesome. Love to see it. We shall get started here pretty soon. Then, this is a few turns later after we stopped at the last stream. Just kind of moved Albrecht on over, changed the name up of our prophetess to the Lady Wizard. Got her in on the stream.
Lord.
She'll either be thrilled with this or very irritated later. We'll find out. How are y'all doing this afternoon? Or whatever time it is there for y'all.
Noble.
Either way, we do have Ulrich up some better peasant bowmen there. We're going to try to get him in even some more. I kicked out all of the normal bowmen he currently had. Just we didn't have quite enough gold to replace them. We'll get that way on up. We'll get some more knights as well. He's going to mostly have a knight-based army, as because we're getting 167 upkeep for them right now. We come over to our prophetess here. Hers is 612 per group of knights errant, which is pretty horrendous until we get that sorted out with the upkeep. So I want to make sure most of our knights are over here with Albrecht. That way we are actually maintaining some gold. Our army is just going to be very, very weak, so we're going to want to keep them nearby. Otherwise, we are not going to have all that much income coming in.
What is your behest?
Brain power lacking. Fair enough. While I am over Nurgle Sickness, it was just a very short-term stomach bug. Doesn't mean I'm not tired from it, so I understand that quite a bit.
Leaving.
I see much.
See much? How about you see more peasant bowmen? That sounds lovely. Keep Albrecht with all the knights. The plan for the beginning here, when we declare war on the vampires, we're going to go straight after Zlanhuapek, which is one of the provincial capitals. Cut them off from their iron stores as well, and then we'll move over to Tlax. We'll likely bring... remember what your vow we gave her was. Rank up 5 times. So we're probably going to need to bring her with Albrecht in. That way we actually do make...
Devotee of the lady.
Gain some levels, because we're currently rolling at level 1. Hey, Skaven, here for the Great Horn one. Yeah. We recruited the knights before we finished her vow. It was definitely, like I said, I guess I didn't say it yet. This is kind of my first time ever playing Bretonnia, so we've got much to learn. But yeah, we just passed those knights off to Albrecht, and that'll sort that out. No problem. But, welcome on in, Managram. Managarm, welcome. Don't worry, Skaven man. We'll get down to your people in due time. The lizards haven't dealt with them. Skrulk's down here somewhere. We did manage to sign a non-aggression with Itza, so it looks like for now at least, the lizards are on side. Yeah, no, we shan't make the mistake of knights without the vow complete on any of our people going forward. Peasants only. As far as upgrades, what we've kind of spent our money on, though, in between, we upgraded Jahuatek, so that way we could get the medicinal plants on in. Kind of makes this a very, I mean, this is kind of our linchpin where we're going to start our invasion form anyway, so it's going to be good to have a nice place to fall back and gain lots of replenishment, because that's what these medicinal plants do. Chunky Maka came sprinting on in. I'm not sure what she's up to, but it'd never be good. Oh, they're all gathering. There better be not a fight club going on right now. No, I'm streaming. On our way to be besties with the giant lizards? True. True. And we've already made a couple deals with at least the elves that we have met, Lothern and the Grim. We're moving on our way on over. Atom, you've made your way into the campaign, just so if you're out there, make it on later and you'll see. We've been asked many times. Just yes, I think you were the one to making sure we sent the guys on over. We have made it on over to Bretonnia, and we're gonna start finally getting some deals made with our fellow countrymen.
Forward then.
So Adam has made it. He is Le Gardien. It actually looks like the Paunch greenskins are causing all sorts of problems out here. The beard burner. Yeah, the Paunch is he is an incredibly huge nuisance just because of the amount of healing he has. It's almost impossible to lock him down. Healing and ward save.
Gardien.
Albrecht, we need to get your level up so we can get these yeoman archers out. We get some of the peasant forces or some of these ROR units out on the Lady Wizard, perhaps. We've got so many knights. This is gonna be running over the lizard, the undead to start. We'll get it figured out. I don't see any armies, but I'm sure they are nearby. I think Zlanhuapek was owned by the lizards just a few turns ago. Who are you at war with?
I'm happy to fulfill your death wish.
The Knights of Arrigo.
Is that not
Zlanhuapek.
come?
He's at war with Leones, huh? I think we discussed this last time. It was because he's made all these deals with the followers of Nagash. He's at war with people half the world away. Makes sense. I think we'll probably go ahead and join the war with Itza. The Zlanhuapek are a minor faction. I don't mind if they get wiped out because we can go ahead and take their land. Yes, indeed. We've got far better relations with lizards than either the Bretonians or even the Empire, which is pretty amusing. Come on in here, though, and then we'll end the turn. Next bit of technology we're going for is the High Seas Decree. King decrees the filthy pirate scum infesting the southern seas must be eradicated, so no trace of their foul presence remains. Gives us more chivalry for every victory against the Vampire Coast, but will make them dislike us by a lot more. We also take less attrition from Vampire territory attrition, and we have more leadership. This will be great for our very low leadership peasants. Is it not Managarm? What is it? It's because my eyesight's terrible. That'd be why. But Managram sounds like something I'm going to invest in as the Space Wizard Guild. You can send them on out. Burst of magical energy. But in my case, it's just because I can't see. Is it going to visit a shipwreck or Skull Island? Fair enough. We are going to need a lot of money. We are definitely lacking a bit. As soon as we get either the Lady Wizard or Albrecht up a little bit more, I would like to kind of keep... Yeah, Zlanhuapek is gone. That would mean that Luther is likely down here in Axotl. I want to make sure that Luther's on his back foot before we start making any other quests errant. Caravan has also been wiped out. The other minor Bretonian factions do not last long. To the aid of Gondor. Well, kind of. If you squint, the Lizardmen of Itza kind of look like the Gondorians. You gotta squint real hard, though. Let's go ahead and bring Albrecht on down, get set up for the invasion. Skull Reef is out here as well. Albrecht does get all sorts of nice extra bonuses for fighting on the seas, so we actually have one of his quest battles ready to go. For the Trident of Manon, he has a bunch of knights and some yeomen. So I was holding off on that battle to start, but we have ourselves now many knights. So I'm tempted to take that battle. For those who have played Albrecht's campaign, do we have what it takes already with this army to take it on? Or would we want to upgrade a bit more?
You honor me. I know the way.
I know for a fact you all will know that more than me. We'll go ahead and... Now she's got full magic. Spreading the word drops us by 5 chivalry a turn. I think she's actually gaining...
Prophetess.
2 per turn as an authoritarian, so we'd only lose a little bit and gain a good bit of experience, which would be great. You should be able to get it. Could be. I don't think many have played Bretonnia in the first place. I mean, they were a FLC faction, but I know they had quite a bit of love going in. I know that CA didn't give them the most variance, but they're not bad. Over time, they've gotten a lot better. I know that they're... If we can find one. This is SFO, so it'll be quite a bit different. But their garrisons are usually terrible. Yeah, this is terrible. It's just a bunch of peasant mobs. I'm sure we could use it to fight off a fair bit. But it's similar to the Skaven, where, well, like, if you even unlike the Skaven, where you don't get things like warp bomb and such to kind of use your expendable soldiers as explosives.
My reputation precedes me.
Go into the encamp stance, and we'll just scoot on forward.
Moving out.
Spellcaster.
Kill the stupid dead things to the man things. I don't know if we're gonna fight the other man. Yeah, you guys keep trying to get me to betray a Wulfric up here. I like Wulfric. One of my favorite Empire characters. I don't know if I can stab him in the back as Bretonnia.
Your coming was foretold.
Go ahead and spread the word and see if we can't grab some more peasants. We've got 2 more available. More Knights of the Realm would be even better, though, wouldn't it? Dang it, Albrecht.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I do, but we need you to grab some more Knights of the Realm. So let's go ahead and pull on back, since we can, and recruit them. Which is lovely. And I think after we grab these guys, I think we should be able to more than easily handle that quest battle. 3 Knights of the Realm and all of these other Knights Errant should be more than enough. We've got no more money, though, so we'll have the Lady Wizard stay. That counts as raiding, so you know we're going to stop that. I forgot. Spreading the word counts as raiding. Let's just go into the channeling stance, keep her magic up high, and keep her next to Albrecht then.
Taking my leave.
Perfect. It counts as a raiding stance. We're not trying to explode the lands. Got no money, though. So yeah, I think we do definitely need to get out here and start grabbing some of these remnants of battle pretty soon. Let's get the undead on the back foot, then we can turn around and start gaining some more gold. Notice that Carcassonne was getting prompt.
Marksman.
No greater marksman.
You're a long way from home. I can relate.
See? Best buds.
Very well.
He can relate. We're gonna move through Sigmar's lands, and if we need to stab him in the back later on for more relations with the lizards, so be it. Or maybe we can just be the border state that keeps them off each other's back. I'm happy to snatch up any lizard territory that is lost through due to casualties to the undead or the Skaven down here in the south. Scroll's campaign is usually, for the AI at least, a very mixed bag. He either does very incredibly well or he gets destroyed. Hey, welcome, Daniel. Spamming Grail Guardians never felt so good.
Only the Grail companions of old could hope to best me. Yet you.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Doomstacked Grail Guardians. I saw a video pretty recently that you declare war on me, Rikarth. Why? You have just interrupted my thoughts. Oh, he's got territory right on the edge. Well, this changes things a bit. Chill winds will blow across the lands of Bretonnia. Anyway, yeah, Legend Total War had a Doomstack video today on them, and they performed very well. I don't necessarily like making Doomstacks myself, but as Bretonnia doesn't actually have all that much in terms of unit variety, we may end up making some. All right, the High Seas Decree is done. We may need to get over there and grab the decree for the Dark Elves. English. Wanji Valley is about to have itself a riot. Yeah, I guess such is the way, huh? The peasants are going to rise up. But over here in Tlongsla, they're doing good. Distract your people with brutish games. Oh, never mind. They're out there fighting animals and such. Well, this does change things a bit. We don't see Rikarth. That doesn't necessarily mean he's not right outside of our line of sight. AI just like to hang out probably right here. I don't see, I guess we can see over here if there's any trespassers. Look at income, climate, military crackdown. Yeah, no trespassers yet, I don't think. But we probably need to turn around, don't we? Either way, I'd like to start off with the battle. So, Albrecht.
Lord of Bretonnia.
Indeed. We need your Trident, good sir. We definitely are going to need all of the extra. Does this give us more bonus versus large? No, it does not. I think that's the braid of Bordeleaux. Where's it hiding? go. Yeah, the Braided Bordeleaux gives everyone the bonus versus large, more leadership and strider. And that will be at rank 12. We're getting there. You want rights? Nope. And if you rise up, it just lets me take your things easier. Yeah, we'll come on over here, teleport to the battle. The Auto Resolve's liking it a little bit more. Alright, to the Purple Grail. Purple Grail Knights. Oh, they're bringing with them some cannons. And a whole bunch of handgunners. Alright. Ludwig Pappenheimer. Remove taxing of them so there's no rebellion. Probably a good idea. You're right. We'll stop taxing the peasants as soon as we crush Ludwig here. Draza with 2.0. Yeah, they do have a fire wizard. I'm not thinking that many of our peasants are likely to survive this battle, but that's okay. All of our knights will be just fine. At least most of them, as long as we can shut down these great cannons quickly. Having Strider here would be great. There's lots of trees. Okay, well, I can't see exactly where the Empire would be coming from just from the map. There's a hill here. I'd like to give them the advantage, so just don't know where they would set up cannons. All these trees kind of makes things a bit weird. The Fire Wizard is not on a horse, so as long as Ulbrich and his Paladin are fast, we should be able to move in and beat down on Ludwig and his Right Wizard. Alright then, let's get to it. Oh, I just learned never underestimate anyone. Always start off with the battle with Ludwig. Or are they just side by side? I guess we shall find out. His armies sit in the midst of a most defensible position on the far side of the battlefield from the Duke's own force. Between them is an open field offering little cover. Beyond that, Ulbrich must face the steeled, readied mercenary knights. He must also be aware of the guns used by these brigands. They would rather shoot from afar than fight with honor and courage. However, if Ulbrich holds true, then no force can forestall his judgment. Oh man, if we had trebuchets, we could cause all sorts of problems.
My friends, we are blighted by savage deception from those we once thought of as brothers. They have stolen the artifacts from beneath us, and now they mock our righteous fury. We will not yield to this curse, no! We will plunge our blades into their ignoble hearts and reclaim our birthright. Much like the sea crashing against the shore, we will crush these traitors! Now, with me, companions, for Bordeleaux!
For Bordeleaux. So they do have all the trees in their way, so it is a defensive position, but we can kind of flank around and get behind them. We will definitely be using our peasants to be the shield, and we're not going to come at them from a straight line either, and they're all together. This could be a tough fight. Trebuchets would have made this a little bit easier. We will start in the trees. Let's go ahead and get the great swords on the sides, although they are going to get run over by the knights. Want to make sure our knights are nearby. We will want to make sure they are all in a lance formation as well, as it gives us a whole bunch of extra buffs and no debuffs, so not having to wait for them to form up sounds great. Although I'm betting if a cannon gets a good shot on the front, it will just tear through the formation of knights, so we will want to keep that in mind. But as it just makes them faster and does more damage and more mass, we will... Oh, that looks funny. Party hats of doom. Okay. The enemy knights are all wearing gray. The peasant knights. Oh, never mind. Here they are. They've got their blue and reds and greens like we do.
Behold, the master of Bretonnia!
Oh, no greens here. I'm not sure. We don't really get the green antlered knights. They may be Grail Guardians and such. Skaven have the best machines. They do. It would be cool if the Skaven's war machines had since things like Rattling guns are so expensive, or so inexpensive and you get them so quick, it'd be good if the Skaven kind of had the tabletop thing where a lot of their machines are faulty and do more damage to their own units half the time. But it's kind of like an RNG thing. It's not as fun for for video game, I guess you have to like, balance it out a little bit. It wouldn't be easy to do. But make the Skaven technologies a bit more explosive towards their own units. Get the archers set up in a small formation. They don't actually have the best range. These are guys kind of fire like hobgoblin archers, but with a little bit more range. Because hobgoblins only have 130. Alright, we just have a glorious night charge up one side with the Knights of the Realm leading the way. Everyone else is kind of following in behind them while the peasants march forward. They also get gloriously shot to pieces by cannons, but I think that's half the fun. See, it needs not those ideas. And you're absolutely correct. We're looking at nothing. I was looking over at chat. Watching an entire unit get nuked out of existence is a ton of fun. I've been enjoying it mostly with the Chaos Dwarves, but it makes far more sense for the Chaos Dwarves machinery to actually work as intended and destroy whole units. Well, the Skaven stuff's incredibly useful. It also half the time explodes, or they will just fire at some of their own units for fun.
This is our luck, John. There's no point wishing it any other way.
I find it fun getting shot at? Absolutely not. I can just enjoy a glorious cannonry fire, even if it's on the enemy side. Although it does make me sad to watch my units explode.
We serve the king.
Oh, well, oh, those guys were gonna... Oh, no, not anymore. Now they're gonna lay on the ground. Alright, these guys are more or less set up. We're going to try to move up into the trees here and go up the sides while our knights handle the enemy knights as they move forward. We will stay back, hopefully, out of the enemy range. They can only fire to their... Where's the cannon range? Ooh, they've got quite a bit more, all the way into the trees. So less chance of staying away from the cannons unless we get kind of with some trees in between us and them, which is what we'll try to do. Alright, knights. Let's get the errant and the others separate so we know which ones have the bonus V large at a kind of a first glance there. The lizardmen are the real enemy. I mean, when you win their campaign in the Warhammer 2, they basically just start purging all of the Warmbloods. So I'm not so sure they're not the enemy. They basically go, let it begin, the Warmblood purge must commence. And you're like, wait, hang on, now what? I thought we were winning for everything. No, we're here to destroy. Where's the weak point? I'm not even really worried about the enemy knights. We can crush through and... Okay, fine, let's go deal with the enemy knights. After we go after the front line here. Onward, men, to glory. You guys keep pulling back so you have some trees in between you and them, and that way the knights have to move through the trees. Alright, you guys. Glory is going to have to wait for a moment because we don't want to get destroyed. The Great Plan is really pretty spooky. And in the end times that CA writes, don't they just kind of jump in their ships and bugger off? They just decide it's not worth it. Alright, here come the enemy knights. That's going to be a gloriously horrifying charge. Let's pull our peasant bowmen back a bit. Bring these guys around so that they don't hopefully get as easy of a flank. And we're going to go through the enemy knights of the realm here on the other side. You two go after the yeomen. You three go after these knights of the realm here. Oh, they keep phasing in and out. But if we keep the enemy knights in between ours and theirs, we will not have to worry about... Come on, lads. Get in there. Oh, that did a lot more damage than I expected. Alright, knights. Move through the woods quickly. Are you really going to run? Thank you, SFO. Yeah, that's smarter. Get him! Those poor guys got shot up. Let's send these knights errant through. Try to keep their infantry in front while our bad buns beat the brakes off of their front line there. Go through, try to keep them off our troops there. Get through their knights. Alright, you guys are in behind. Let's go ahead and try to get on these great cannons. And now they've pretty much devoted everyone to either side, so it's time to get the infantry over. We're going to definitely lose a few here in the woods. If we can overwhelm them quickly, move through those infantrymen came up to intercept. Rush them. Come on, everyone. Peasants, move faster. Let's pull out into the woods there while you just keep chopping away at these Knights of the Realm. Don't let them leave. Meanwhile, our Knights just keep the enemy infantry in between you and their guns, and we'll just keep chasing these Knights off here. Our infantry keeps moving over. Let's stay in the trees if we can. They do still have a couple mounted yeomen back. It's not the most pretty of battles there, but no glorious fields to charge through this time. Alright, you guys go ahead and work your way through this copse here. Actually, there's halberdiers in the way. Are they all broken? Perfect. And actually, since these halberdiers are all kind of spread out, let's just run them down with this giant group. That shouldn't be a problem at all. Yeah, there they go. Yeah, give them a bunch of extra melee defense, see if it helps them. That's an absolute ton of knights. Keep going through. Those that are already in, get through to the next group. Our other line's doing not bad. Break those yeomen. You guys fire on those knights. No, don't run forward. That'd be a mistake. There we go, there we go. Albrecht, come on in. Just an absolute ton of... We're starting to lose a few. Let's come through this way. Use all that mass they actually have extra. Albrecht, I'm going to have him just smash into those swordsmen. And these two that are in the back can actually go ahead and hit in. All that extra ward save we have is really coming into clutch here. Alright, you two, let's go ahead and deal with the Empire Captain. Starting to lose a bit of our front line.
Armed and ready! Bretonnia! Take an aim!
All in all, it's doing alright. Those knights are keeping running. You go ahead and shut down the Lord there for a moment. Pull the knights back to let them charge again. I'll bring Albrecht and the Paladin forward. Our front line's getting decimated, but we did expect. You guys get some shots in on these handguns. They have pretty low armor. You do alright. Great swords, you go ahead and move your way into these lads here. Pull the knights away. Get ready for another charge. Kevin, you go ahead and see if you can hunt down the enemy's fire wizard. Where is he at? He's casting spells like a mad lad. Oh, there he is. We'll give him a hug. Knights back in. Then you guys come on and help out all with the same group. Albrecht should be beating the brakes off of this Empire Captain here. There we go. We're tearing apart those handguns pretty quickly. Make sure you guys deal with Guillermo. That's not his name. That's the real name I'm giving him. See you later, Guillermo. Looks like some of the knights came back and charged on the side. I definitely should have seen that coming. You guys come through and help out. You guys back up a little bit, hit them with some poison. The knights that took all the damage early on are the ones that are starting to flee, and I can respect them for it. Now, where'd that wizard go? Hunt down those yeomen. Try to get them in for another charge retreat. Looks like we're losing lots of Knights of the Realm. Come on out. Fighting all these trees is not great. We don't really need all those units fighting the same guys. Knights are gone once more, but they will likely come back, so let's not be foolish and keep some lads nearby.
At once! Sons of Bretonnia!
The ones that are caught in with the halberdiers are not having a good time.
Attack!
This Empire captain's doing a real good job of leaving his troops in the way.
Battle ready! Knights errant! Bretonnia needs me!
Did a good job of scaring them off. We took some casualties, but we killed these guys up quick. They're broke. Let's go ahead and turn around. Looks like here come the Knights again. Go ahead and at least catch them in a charge. Get that poison off. Please do your best. Alright, that was a really weak charge for them, and now they're poisoned. Lovely. You guys are taking a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and have them just chase some guys down. Albrecht is actually losing. Pull him on away. Kill the Knights, chasing down the same halberdiers here. I'm impressed this guy's actually beating Albrecht as hard as he was, or as bad as he was. The wizard fled. Got one more cast off, though. There we are. How many casualties total? About 400. That's not so bad. Pyrrhic victory. We'll see. You're absolutely correct, and I'm hoping we minimize casualties well enough there. We'll see. Ludwig started really landing some hits on Albrecht there near the end of his fight, so not the best. Don't wish that on me. If he has a Necrofix Colossus, we'll have definitely some problems. Hey, Lucas, welcome in. For the lady, indeed. We have secured the Trident that he was wielding. The one he had before was just a replica. Now he has the real deal. He only lost 414. We could actually offer redemption for these lads here. I mean, that's a pretty good buff. But offering redemption would give us a lot of replenishment. And Albrecht is now riding around on a Pegasus. Oh, and so is Kevin. Lovely. Evelyn and Albrecht both have their Pegasus, working their way towards, or at least Albrecht is working his way towards his Griffin. Demogryph, I believe, is what they wield instead. Yep, he dreams of a life spent questing. Now we gain a good deal of chivalry, only 200, some at treasury, and replenishment for the whole squad. Lovely.
Blessings of the lady be upon
Is the Pegasus
you.
actually a better mount than the Warhorse? Does it actually tell? Is it exactly the same? Eventually we get Tempete, but like, that's later on. It's a Hippogriff. Broken years prior when he was still a young knight errant. You breathe on a peasant, they die. Fair enough. And that's not exactly... What's funny is Bretonnia is kind of misrepresenting the peasants. I wouldn't want to fight a medieval peasant. Those guys spend all their time working out in the field all day. Their punch would hurt a heck of a lot more than a normal punch. Alright though, Albrecht has himself some skills. Bonus V large for the Knights of the Realm. Additional bonus V large I think is what we're going to want. For sure. Yeah, I was working towards the Servants of Manon, but in case the Mad Lad does have himself a Necrofex Colossus, this would allow us to drag it down much faster. And so, I think that's what we're going for. Basic training probably after that. But 15 additional bonus V large is really pretty solid, especially since they have a pretty good amount to start with. They're worse than Skaven slaves. And I think they actually do fight worse than Skaven slaves in the game, which is bizarre. Okay, Kevin. Extra control may not be a bad call. More missile resistance as well, since he's going to be flying around. But I think we just go for more melee attack. Want him to actually land his hits. Oh no, do we lose a chance for a vow? This had better be the one we just gained. But we finished the knight's vow, so he's got more armor and leadership. And now for the questing vow, giving him more melee attack and defense. So I set down my lance, symbol of duty. I spurn the... I think I read this one already. I give my body heart, the soul to the lady whom I seek. So we will pledge to either the campaign, the pledge to Manon, or pledge to protect. Ogre Kingdoms, Beastmen, Greenskins, or Dark Elves. That's going to probably be a little bit. Win a battle at sea or win a siege battle in jungle or desert climate? Hey, check that out. We're near a jungle. Questing vow accomplished. What's funny is he already had... I mean, he had the Blessing of the Lady before. We gained it through many wins in combat, but I'm 90% sure he wasn't supposed to have that before. He does, and I'm not complaining about it. So everyone around him, he increases their missile damage or weapon damage, whichever it is. As long as they are, well, it says if affected units, all allies, it affects if it is a lord or hero. Oh, so it's only for lords and heroes. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, now that he has the Trident of Manon, we can hand the brass cleaver over to Kevin. And the gold sigil sword can go over to the Lady Wizard.
The lady wields it.
She's already got something very similar. Gold sigil sword. We did it. Alright, Albrecht. How much movement do you have left? Not enough to get over here to punch Peggy. Peggy does not trust us, apparently, and I can't really blame them for it. We're going to go ahead and do some trespassing, because I don't really care about what the undead think about me. Bring it on, see what happens. And then we'll have the Lady Wizard come on down with, after I recruit up some more troops. Oh, we get questing knights now. Oh, I shouldn't have left. Oh, man. Well, I can't afford these guys. They're 1,000 a turn. That's insane. I guess it's good to know we have them. 1,000 on the upkeep. Okay, well, for the Lady Wizard, would we want more pox arrows or fire arrows? Or do we need some more mounted yeomen? They count as cavalry of sorts. We grab one more set of archers. They only cost 65 on the upkeep. They're very cheap. What do you lads think there in chat? Do we need some more? Either way, it's going to be peasants. We can't afford the questing knights, even though I want to. Listen, I'm not sleeping on the archers. They're great. And actually, later on, we get through SFO. Where are they at? Some men-at-arms with longbows. They do lose fire and pox arrows, which I think if Vinris is listening or anyone on the SFO team is, giving these guys access to those variants would be incredible. But we do get longbows later on, which are very similar to the English longbow. They're pretty good. At least good at being all-rounders. They fire quite a ways for peasants, too. Questing knights hold the line really well. True, but do I want to pay 1,000 turn for upkeep for him yet? I can pass him off to Albrecht, but if we're not fast, I think we're still taking that 1,000 turn for that upkeep. Because she shouldn't, I don't think she'll actually be able to make it all the way to... I don't know, pecking that she goes into March, right? We can try it. We can grab her the questing knights and then sprint on over to pass them off to Albrecht. But no guns, you're right. No guns for the Bretonnians. But I don't know the lore, do they ever actually end up using any kind of gunpowder at all, or is that something that the lady frowns upon? We can hand the Brian. If I said something that listen, you're not gonna let me get away with anything. I'm happy to. What do we need to build, though? We need to get some more money. Grabbing in the windmill. Is this for local regions only? Yeah, it's only for... Is it a farm? Or is it? I don't know, the wheat might give it away. Looks to be a farm to me. Let's go for the herb gatherer's camp for now, and then we'll upgrade the farm as well, which should give us some more garrison. No, you just keep the two peasant bows no matter what, which is just fine. Later on with the landed estate, you get 2 extra peasant mob as well. Since they're all out there working the fields, they will at least fight for their lives. Lovely. Well, I'm going to upgrade Tloxlan as well up to a town. This is our main... It's not actually our capital, I don't think. I think Burgone counts. This was our first settlement.
Spellcaster.
Gunpowder can kill knights, so it's not chivalrous. Fair enough, that makes sense. And then the ships are okay. Sauruses will be so much better than Empire State troops or our own peasants. Plus, we won't have to use them in our peasant economy. Like, they won't make an impact, so we can actually spend all of those peasants on archers. Doing what I can to make buddies with Gorog, don't you worry. We will declare war on the Undead here as soon as we're able to actually launch that attack.
Lord,
You honor me.
Now, we can't afford the questing knights now, but I think it was worth it to upgrade Luxlon. Let's grab kind of a spread. We'll grab one more of each, and that will be the maximum on our peasants. Fling as many sharp, pointy sticks at the enemy as we can. Sweet. Orion is causing some issues with the Beastmen. Perfect. We should be getting to that in our Orion campaign at some point. Morgur has not been that big of an issue for us, though. For the Bretonnians, extremely so.
To the death.
Looks like the Bretonnians have lost the south. Let's go ahead and move down through the south first. See if the Fey Enchantress is still alive. Enchantress.
To victory.
Yeah, she's down here in Brionne. Lovely.
She calls.
We have already made at least a non-aggression pact with Carcassonne. So now we have to start moving up back towards the north. Bastogne thinks we're a strategic threat over here in Lustria, are we?
the lady grants you safe
Oh,
passage
well, hello there.
in these lands.
This makes me think you guys are having a really bad day. I will happily siphon all your gold, though. Thank you.
If you insist.
We need this over in Lustria, but more than you do.
Valiant.
Alright, sweet. Start moving Adam up back north. And hopefully making deals with Leonquero as well.
On to glory.
Onward to glory. Right, lovely. Well, if we can grab one that helps us with the Druki, the Secure Shores Decree, more melee defense when fighting against Dark Elves, yep, we'll grab that one as well. And then we will likely also grab the Sewer Cleaning Decree for the metal bass drums. Oh, perfect. I'm gonna mute for just a moment. Good old trash trucks. Alright, I think they're gone. I'm catching back up. Do you think the lizards want to be friends? I mean, probably not, but we're forcing them to be, like they said. Through expert diplomacy. Plus 10 melee attack for Peasant Mob, alright. So it takes it up from 15 to 25. Millstone for less upkeep for all the peasants. Yeah, well for now we're going to grab the Secure Shores Decree. Like you said, start working on confederations with the others and sell their land to the Wood Elves. Not a bad call. Although I don't know if Albrecht would sell his lands to the Wood Elves. These are just very boring campaign technologies. Confederates with all of the just you have to spend a certain amount of turns. Man. For now, we will grab the Secure Shores Decree and move in from there. We might end up moving through the subsidized tools into the heavy millstones for that extra replenishment rate. It'd be really, really good to keep our peasants always fighting. We do cap out, I think, at 50% extra. That is something to keep in mind, at least.
What is your behest?
We gained a little bit more gold. You can't afford questing knights at all. Go ahead and just kind of upgrade the actual settlements themselves then. We'll go for the increased farm here on Jahuatec. I won't start upgrading the Guanji Valley, just because I don't trust that the Dark Elves aren't lurking to about start attack. So if we start to lose these settlements, I won't be as sad, because we haven't spent as much upkeep on them or spent as much of our gold on them. Overextending tends to be the way here, and here. Let's get it. The Enchantress sometimes does get wiped out pretty early on. She's suffering pretty egregiously in our Orion campaign as well. She's just got lots of enemies.
Bow before the rightful laws of this land, and I will hear your demands.
Well, this is a surprise. Your ignorance is no excuse. War. We were literally just trading. Okay, yeah, no, you're right, Lucas. The lizards may not want peace. They dislike us a lot. I was trying to help you, you big doof. Make friends with the Skaven? What do you mean? Even if you make friends with a Skaven, they still build under Empire settlements. He's gonna declare war and he's just gonna sit in the sacred pools, huh? Upkeep plus 10%. Yeah, you stay in Battle March. Crazy. I didn't even do anything to you. Now is it a good idea to get into a fight with the Undead? We now have enemies on all sides. Karth had declared war on us, and we haven't seen him either. And the Sacred Pools declared war, and they're sitting in their Sacred Pools. These things must be very, very comfortable. He called himself rightful owner of the land. I broke an alliance? How did I break an alliance?
Guardian of Bretonnia.
Where at, Lucas? I'm hoping they get penalties. I feel like they should. I didn't do anything to them. He just doesn't like that I'm alive. He's got problems. Angry, angry lizards. Luckily, Gorok. War with the living pools. That's not great. Hey, bud. I will join your war with the Undead. We're going to quickly crump them. I say quickly. We'll try our best to quickly crump them. And you are going to give me, all the way up to a defensive alliance. I'm going to take all of it. We'll just grab the defensive alliance. We'll grab the trade agreement later on. This will keep Gorok from causing us any issues, and this will allow us to start recruiting in some more, or at least some of his lizards. Skaven are worthy best friend allies. I don't know about that, Common. Feels like you've been corrupted a bit. Feels like you have drank the Skaven Kool-Aid. We have the money for the outpost already. We get Itza. Yep, we're gonna have to grab Itza to start before anyone else does. Chameleon Stalkers, yes please. All of these units are great. I like the Lizardmen roster so much. This will be great. And plus we'll get all the SFO ones too. I cannot wait.
It shall be so.
All right, Albrecht, you and the lady was in time to bring the pain. She can't reach unless she's in March stance, so a bit of attrition is going to have to be the way. We need you to level up, though, so bring yourself.
My path is clear.
Waddle, waddle, waddle. And Albrecht.
Protector of the realm.
Oh, it looks like Peggy ran.
I will indulge you. For Bretonnia.
There's no escape. There was only the You're really going to make me siege this. All right, Mason Blacksail. Sitting here looking at all of the Bretonians outside. Quiver in your boots. We'll be there next turn. Lizardmen are mad because Albrecht said bow before the rightful ruler. I'll see that. Fair enough. Yeah, see, you gotta talk to the big toads properly. That's not the way. Hopefully he just stays over here. We've learned that these guys can launch nukes at a whim. You were there for the first stream. That poor group of peasant bowmen got deleted. They were just minding their business, being peasant bowmen.
Tyrion.
Mistress of the
You used to like me, right?
Service.
Alariel.
I cannot handle invasions from the High Elves. That'll be unfortunate. I'm also really, really disappointed that he hasn't dealt with the orcs yet. What are you doing up here, bud? You guys might be right. We need to stab him in the back. He's proven weak. All right, Adam.
True
Let's get
knight
moving up
of
north.
Bretonnia.
Find the rest of the Bretonians here. I've never seen Bastogne do this well for themselves. That's pretty funny. Did they take Karak Ziflin from the Dawi? Aggressive Bretonians. That's all the deals we can make this turn. We'll swing on back in. Spend our turn sieging off the settlement. Even though I believe Albrecht is a man that could kick down the walls himself. Submit to the list. We do need to invest in trebuchets. We're upgrading the main city of Plaxlan now, so siege equipment is definitely something we need. Post haste. Hey, Pizza, welcome on in. And yes, he definitely... Common, you need to lay off the warp stone. It's not good for you.
Slay them!
Alright, I wanted to fight this one, but, I mean, even though this is a main settlement, there's just a couple pirate gun mobs. Let's mush and keep moving. The fact that we lost any at all is a bit sad and pathetic, but we'll go ahead and claim this temple city here. Become a warrior. Gain by winning more than 90% of battles. Oh, wow. What happens when you are more than a hero? Why, you transcend. You evolve to a legendary. Kevin has completed his vow. Perfect. And we have gained ourselves the Worm Lance. Fear Not's Lance allows its bearer to breathe fire upon enemies whenever the name of slain dragon Malefic is uttered. Well, that seems like it could be a bit unfortunate if you're not paying attention.
My reputation
Just stately dinner and
precedes me.
someone actually says Malefic, then your lance explodes. All sorts of stately issues there. Alright, Lady Wizard, we're going to go ahead and give you the Brass
Devotee of
Cleaver
the
as it's
Lady.
kind of a passive bonus. He doesn't actually have to be in melee to be fighting that, I don't think. Yeah, nope, as long as you're within 40 meters, everyone around will be fighting a bit harder. And then at Kevin, we shall give
Do
the
you
Worm
know who
Lance.
I am?
He can be blasting flames at people. Lovely. We've still gained no ancillaries, but Kevin, you've gained yourself the final vow. That which is sacrosanct, he shall preserve. Sacrosanct. Oof, English. We can pledge to Untaint, Valor, or Destroy. I think we're going to go back up to Untaint there, since we're going to be hunting down Luther, as hopefully we catch him before the lizards do. Then he and Albrecht there can gain their Untaint together. Which,
I have seen your heart.
maybe not. We'll go for Awakening of the Wood here, start working towards Earthblood as fast as we can.
The lady is with you. Fortune favors you.
Lovely. We'll have you. We've got 2 more peasants available. Still stay back so that Albrecht is the one that starts the fights. Or you know what? No, we'll be a bit aggressive.
The lady
I
protects
think
me.
we're almost 100% that... Oh, wow.
Why do you pester?
Arkin's ready to go.
No! I'm surrounded by fools!
She's surrounded by fools. Let's hopefully we can lure these guys on in.
Your behest.
That's a lot of armies. Peasant bowmen actually will perform pretty well against the enemy pirates, because they have really low armor. They have a lot of beasts, though. We're gonna really struggle. Let's just grab some more bowmen for now. I'm not waiting 2 turns on for the extra special bowman. And then we'll try to set up and prepare for Estelle and her squad. Doubtful that Lucre will take that one laying down. I'm very glad he has none of his items just yet, though. He's got some moonshine, though. Alright. We got lizards, Druki, and undead all around.
And,
Do you know who?
No deals to be had, and do you have any missions to take part in? Perfect. Who gives us the most? Mary... Ooh, Peggy King. Mary Sharp Eye. Mary is more likely for us to be fighting first. Let's grab this one. It just gives us 1 more. All it takes. Alright then. Looks like Harkin is doing his campaign thing and moving to try to take the gold of Itza. He does not succeed.
Pious.
Zlanhuapek give us the iron mining pit, which would drop recruitment costs for peasants up to the final tier, which would give us more upkeep reduction for peasants as well. 3 arms do better work. Yeah, there's all sorts of horrors since we can't really see what they're fielding.
That is forbidden.
There's a bunch of... I'm not sure what they've got. They're all sharing the loot, which is a bit funny. This is supposed to drop infamy. I'm guessing it may not in SFO.
I thought I was the crazy one.
You indeed are, bud. You indeed are. Let's find Adam and see if
Of the week.
out meeting some new buddies. Well, hello, wow, Bretonians, you are doing horribly. Artois has fallen to the Undead, and Greenskins are just kind of doing whatever they want. The lady has truly abandoned them. She has taken residence up over in the jungles of Lustria, no doubt. Let's save some gold a bit more here. Don't want to spend any new acquisitions until we've kind of got the piranha swamps up and ready to go. Play a bit tall for a bit here with the old boy. And they're guardians too, which is why I'm very surprised they decided to declare war on us. They count as like kind of the same as the Black Pyramid. Gorak wants us to join his war against the Skaven. Hey, bud, do you know that if I do that, they're going to come straight through after me and not you, right? For now, Gorak, I have to go ahead and deny this one. You can hold off the Skaven while I deal with Harkon, and then we'll jump in together. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're lasting that long, and we may need to focus on grabbing them, because I do not have the defeat Legendary Lords mod at it right now. My reason for that being, I don't like fighting Havalkia with 5 different factions. King decrees the shores be secured against the vile raiders from Nagaron. Perfect, let's go ahead and start working on the chivalric code. Although I think Leoness is already gone. So what happens if you are gained the opportunity to confederate with a faction that's already wiped out? Just nothing. You get the chivalry and you move on. Seems a bit scary. Improved construction would be really great. Start helping out our income quite a bit. Really start snowballing down here in the south, or the southern part of this technology tree. Income from timber industry would be great. We don't have a lot of timber actually locked down right now, though. Shining example. Actually costs an amount of chivalry to go for. Wasn't a Banan. I mean, these aren't incredible. Double experience in fighting against Vampire Coast would be great, but would we still be fighting against the Vampire Coast after having 10,000 gold and that much chivalry? I don't know.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
Enable it when they're dead and disable it afterwards. Interesting. Something to think about for sure. Really like to lure them up towards... Doesn't look like Harkon's doing... I'm not sure what Harkon's plan is at all. We start moving over here towards the Awakening then. We can start cutting them off at Tlox and just kind of fight where he's not. Try to lure him on over. I think as soon as we leave though, Estelle Coates might step in.
I am denied.
I don't really want to fight them at Axolotl.
I'm surrounded by fools. I am denied.
Armored in faith.
Try to lure them over towards us. Go into the Crusade. Okay, taking out Tlax and Poxmarsh while they're preoccupied would be great. Their garrisons aren't entirely weak. What says you, chat? Do we go on down south here and start fighting against all of these different armies, or do we start snatching up some of these settlements while they're away? Grab Tlax and come on back real fast. Well, she can reach Lanhopek in a single turn. So that kind of makes up my mind for me. We're going to stay here. Move about halfway.
Just so. Very well.
Threaten them.
Making my way.
Scream when we click on her.
Lord and hero.
How much further can she move?
I see you.
Smidge.
I know the way.
Make sure that Ulbrich is in front there. I just want her as the reinforcements. If they want to come on over and fight us as a group of 3, Arkin shouldn't be able to make it. If he can't, that'd be a bit of a mess, wouldn't it?
Can't be done.
Comes a part, though, where numbers in armies doesn't actually make it advantageous for you because you've already hit army losses. Really like to upgrade Hualadal, but as soon as Tloxlon does finish its upgrade here, we'll want to be able to get in those trebuchets pretty quickly. I'm concerned with as soon as we go for this one, it's going to take 6 turns. It takes 4 for some of these others. Let's actually go ahead and hold off on Hualadal to start. I'm going to go ahead and grab the one on either Twangsla or Chakla. That way we can grab even more Woodsman Hut. So I didn't realize this was here. Weaving House isn't actually that helpful. I'm going to tear that out, and I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade this to a village. Change my mind on the tearing it out. We'll keep making the money for now. We need the extra farm, so be it. Zlanhuapek, I think I will grab the iron mine. You all aren't wrong, we do need more walls pretty soon. Ooh, Bretonnia get lots of extra chances to actually create tradable goods. I think we're going to go for the Pock Shelter. Extra replenishment. I think that one actually also drops corruption. Later on, maybe perhaps? No, that's never a thing. But faction-wide, it will drop your upkeep for all of your peasant units, so not a bad one to have in for a growth building, even in the late game.
I am the blood of sheep.
Lovely. We can make deals with all sorts, including down here with Tehenowin. My favorite red-crested skink.
By the light, you come to Bretonnia, stranger. I am its king. Let us hope you leave.
Wait, you
us
call me a
friends.
stranger? Does he not know Albrecht lore? I'm pretty sure he knows Albrecht lore.
Done.
He is supposed to be over here in Bordeleaux. They just moved him for Immortal Empires.
Grave times.
I can make a non-aggression with the Barrel Legion. Why? He doesn't want to deal with us. Yeah, grave tidings there, Henrik Kimmler. Enjoy yourself. I will be grabbing a non-aggression pack with Tehenowin before the others. More happy to steal money from Tehenowin than the others as well.
All right.
Queen of...
Avalorn's closing in on wanting to trade with us. But we'll grab a non-aggression pack with Marienburg, sure. He's not fighting Reichland this time, so this wouldn't be a bad call.
I will.
And then the Spina Sotek dwarves as well. They are trading with Itza, so yeah, let's make buddies with the doors. They will likely not make it.
Do not disappoint me. All right.
Gonna solidify the alliances down here in Lustria.
You dare.
Except for not with Kimmler. Evil Santa can mind his own business. Using Kevin to scout the army is probably a good idea. Back to them. Lots of good ideas, and it looks like they have come on over to face us with all their armies. This will be... Oh, speaking of, that's a lot of animated hulks, man. Hall of the Maw. Faced with defeat, the fierceness and savagery of an ogre can resurface even through undeath. Oh wow, okay, so they just become really, really tanky. Oh, I'm sorry. They lose their tankiness and become way more damaging later on. Bone Crusher. Man, these guys are going to be a menace. What? Hang on now. I just noticed 4 mortars. They won't do any damage at all to our knights, so as long as we move the knights in pretty quickly. This first group here is not... It's incredibly strange. This is an interesting setup they've got. Not going to be an easy fight, but I'm happy to go for it. We've got the Blessing of the Ladies. We absolutely cannot retreat unless we want to lose our damage resistance. Yeah, there's 8 mortars there total. So 5 here and then 3 down here. Oh, no, there's actually 9 mortars total. Man, well, I don't think our infantry are going to do great. We've got to break this now, though. We can't lose the Blessing of the Lady. That's going to be our kind of our best hope to shrug off some of those explosive rounds there. Kind of acts as an armor. It's not going to be a fun fight, though. I won't lie. This should secure our Braid of Bordeleaux, which I would have loved to have beforehand. We can use him and Kevin now that they're on Pegasi, I guess, to get over the top and go after Mary. Bringing down their wizard would be great, although this isn't one that can heal. This is going to be a really hard fight regardless. Pull the map up. Giving us some cover with the... Yes, that's great. Giving us some cover with these trees here is definitely what we need. We can kind of cut through the middle here. Mortars can fire up over the top of the trees, though, so... Man, this is going to be rough. Let's get in there. Oh, I agree. The Tomb King constructs are going to be a problem. Luckily, there's only one of those. It looked like the animated Hulks got pretty juiced up in SFO, though, so we'll see. All of the aquatic troops actually fight worse in the woods, I believe. So we'll try to use that to our advantage as well. Peasants are there to die, says Pizza. They indeed are, but I need to have enough of them to actually continue my conquest. And in 5 minutes would probably be a good idea to kind of try to push up this side. I'm going to keep the peasants back for at least the beginning of it, because otherwise those mortars are just going to tear them to shreds. We want to try to shut those mortars down with our copious amounts of knights. I'm not going to keep them as bogged together as we did in the previous battle. We'll kind of spread them out a bit. I do agree with you all that the Tomb King's constructs are going to cause all sorts of problems with those gigantic bolts. We'll have these guys actually up front to lead the charge while the Knights of the Realm come in behind and kind of shut down any of the Hulks that charge in on the regular old Knights Errant. Peasant bows, we're definitely going to spread our infantry out kind of as far as we can. Since there are 5 of them together, 10 mortar cruisers, what, in each one there's 4 of them. So 20 mortar crews, they explode a unit pretty much instantly if they get hit. So we'll want to keep them back until we really have at least either shut them down or distracted them good. Because these archers will be great against the actual animated Hulks there. Not very heavily armored, and they should go down pretty quickly. Such big targets.
Ready for battle.
Should. Hide the peasants in the woods. Just put them all in the woods. You can set them up afterwards. Or do you mean set the... Yeah, we can do that.
Take your aim.
Alright, peasants, prepare. You guys have to go hide. We'll set you up afterwards. So we can have our flyers go over the top to bring down the enemy lords and such. Perfect. Stay out in the open field. Problem is, those dead peasants will switch sides. That's also very true. The cavalry is going to do most of the fighting for this one. I agree. So So hopefully our life mage can come in quick and we can keep her up with them so we should keep those heals going down, because I think she does start off with Earthblood. It's just not the Overcast variant for obvious reasons. Alrighty. Oh, they deployed all the way over on the side. Interesting. So they're hiding for the reinforcements. I guess, should we do the same, or is moving over here and crushing these guys a good call? We're gonna move them up and over the main portion here. The initial lifesteal actually will be pretty useful against any of the blobbed up main infantry for sure. It just does no damage against large entities, even if they don't have armor. Then we can move it over the top. I guess you guys are right, so we'll leave these guys in the woods and they'll all move up together with our life mage. Alright then. Where's their artillery? Oh, they're all in the center there.
At once. Take the ground.
I mean, the Trident of the Wrath of Manon we could use to do some pretty nasty things. Let's get... I'm just scared of the whole... So let's, before we throw these guys down in on against the enemy lord there, let's bring the rest of the troops through. I want you guys going after these riders. We're getting shot at a bit. Go ahead and lay it in on the vampire wizard there. Oh, they got split up. That's the least. My least favorite. You two go ahead and move up and crush these Ushabti. Do your best. Oh, wow. What is happening? They're getting destroyed. Get out of there. Okay, what just happened? Albrecht is gone, and it took, what, 2 seconds? Those bombs were actually really accurate. I didn't expect the bombs to do anything to the single entities at all. How sad. Well, get over here, lads. The lady needs you. Pulling everyone through. Kevin, I definitely don't want you landing down within anyone. You need to stay away from the carnage. Get the rest of these knights out of there. Kevin, you can go ahead and run down these normal guys over there. I'm not sure what happened to Albrecht, but he got destroyed. True, 1,000 bullets at once does kill you, but those weren't even bullets, those were grenades. We'll keep them back next time. That was big foolish.
My blade is yours. What do you need?
Pull them on through. Let's go ahead and get the peasants ready to go. Yeoman, come on around. Normal peasants in the center. We'll go ahead and have the men at armor shields. Moving up the other flank there. Come on, knights, keep moving back. Let me go ahead and pull them up into the woods here. Kevin should be easily handling these Skelly Horse archers. Set the fire bows up. Set the poison bows up. Oh, I can set the fire bows up in a weird spot. Okay. Cavalry is getting shamushed here. We're going to send them through. These guys that are already in, go ahead and have them just go through into the back. Looks like a lot of the mortar crews are not actually even in their own groups anymore. Smash through, keep going. Don't stop. Being bogged down is how you Knights Errant get slain. Put these guys in skirmish while everyone else keeps getting set up over here. We will definitely have to recover from losing Ulbrich. Kevin is dealing with... He's not even really killing that many horse archers, which is pretty confusing there. Several of our knights are turning to break, which is unfortunate. There's lots of undead in there, though, so I don't blame them. Get rid of these mortar teams, though. Come on, knights. Come on through. You guys got it. All the damage on the charge. Go ahead and pull these guys back in on these mortar teams. We're gonna actually, a lot of them are retreating all the way off the battlefield, which is horrible to see. Those handguns got on up. Come on, lads. You got to set up in your positions quickly.
Like the wind.
Lovely. These guys came on back. Let them go through. All right, knights. Go ahead and get you guys away. Let the enemy kind of start working their way towards our prophetess there. You go ahead and drop down the normal heal on these yeomen. Peasants rotated. All sorts of peasants here that are doing a whole bunch of nothing.
As you say, men of Bretonnia.
Start pushing them all towards them here in a moment.
Spurs, lads, to arms. Battle ready.
All right, guys, got to work your way through the hulks. I know you can do it. A ton of extra mass and a ton of extra movement with all of the buffs they've got. Meanwhile, these guys are about set up. They start pushing their way forward.
Yes, my lord.
Bring Kevin away from that group. Keep the knights moving. Come on, knights. Well, I'm going to get the knights away from this big blob here, otherwise this is definitely going to be an issue.
Get them moving. Ride hard.
Now they've got a bunch of their kind of mortar teams moving up into the mess they don't want to be in. Gonna have Kevin come up, take down these handguns here. Keep the yeomen moving. Gotta get the knights away from the enemy, though. We're trying to get them... I can get them in for a rear charge. I've just got to get them back away from all of this blob that's kind of chasing them around. They're blowing up a lot of their own units, but at the same time, those bombs, as we've seen, do way more to the single entities than I initially was being overconfident about.
Paladin of Bretonnia, right away.
A lot of our knights are fleeing. Get them to get over out of the enemy positions so I can actually get them to heal. It'd be fantastic. Drop down your heals there, your bit of ward save.
'Tis an honor. We obey. At speed. At once.
All right, yeoman, you got to move fast.
For my liege.
Move fast. We're starting to gain a bunch of our knights back. They are all away from the enemy, so if we get them out on the open field, I think we can crush them. Got a bit of a split push going on. You go ahead and charge down these guys that are trying to shoot you.
Swiftly.
Can't have that. Those yeomen are escaping from those hulks. Stop those mortars.
Legendary paladin.
I serve the lady.
Awakening of the Wood will slow those guys down ever so slightly. We can get all of the archers kind of working together.
Peasant woman. Paladin. Quick march.
Make sure our front line can go for infantry. Make sure they're all on guard mode so they don't go too much far forward. Everyone with a bow, focus down those hulks. Now, can the knights defeat these vampires all together? The answer to that one's a no. We're gonna have a really bad time. I'm gonna trust it though. Yeomen have defeated those mortar teams. Perfect.
What orders?
Move these guys up.
Peasant woman.
Take some ground.
Men at arms. Peasant bowmen.
Shot at by the...
Take the ground. For Leoka.
Go ahead and move through it on the enemy lord there. Everyone with a bow, keep launching on those animated hulks. Heals going down on this front line here that's struggling with those hulks as well. Kevin can handle the Peggy. Lovely, the Knights are doing pretty good work here on the enemy lords. Let's make sure that one of our Knights of the Realm come through and break the Ushabti.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, Kevin, we've learned how bad those grenades hurt. Pull you away from that. Some more awakening to stop some of these grenade boys if we can.
Yes, right away.
Really good damage there, you all, as you were all saying.
Bretonnia.
You guys work together on these hulks. Bows, deal with these gun mob. Stick 'em good. One enemy lord is down. Some knights are scared, but I think we've got the lords dealt with. Next time we definitely will send the boys in to fight 300 handgunners at the same time. Heals going down to Kevin and the boys that are getting shot. Pretty good job at chopping through them.
Priestess of the Lady!
I don't think anyone's really trying to fight you, but just in case they are.
The power of the Lady!
Just in case they are, get in there and help out with those animated hulks there. Pull you one away from that nonsense. Actually get charged forward. Bring 2 of these errant knights in after this group on the other side there. Bring these guys back over. Wood awakening. Alright, poison. Those guys need some poison. Kevin, come on up out for a moment there. Great swords, do your thing. Oh, lovely. We need the heals back towards these guys in the back here. Oh, they're coming after our lord. Kevin. She needs some help. Our prophetess calls for aid. Heals in the woods. Knights come back through. You may want to come them out so they can actually charge back in once more. You all have said that already. I apologize. I think we've got this back on our side. Losing Albrecht in 2 seconds was a bit spooky, but we'll come back. Alright, Yeoman, you need to pull on away. He's getting a couple more hits. We've left these knights to do a bunch of nothing. They can't all hit him at the same time either. He's crumbling. Actually, I'm just going to leave that guy there. We're going to bring the knights through. I don't know what we're doing. We don't even need them. Don't even need to really deal with them. Some more heals for the guys in the woods really need it the most. You put some poison on these animated hulks there so they do a little bit less damage. Go ahead and give those pirate mob the old axe in the face. Sure, they take them off. Skirmish bow though. Ooh, that hurt. Keep charging through. Layer that charge if we can, so you 2 hit these hulks. There we go. We got the crumble across the board there. Started a little bit rough there, but even with the fall of Albrecht, pretty massive force of the Undead falls. We'll see how many of these guys they get to bring back to life, though. This is a very heavily corrupted area. These bowmen are all using their arrows. No lords, no undead. Then we're good to go then. And all the different colorful arrows are one of my favorite things about both Bretonnia and the Wood Elves. I've only really played the Wood Elves, but watching Bretonnia campaigns, the colorful pox arrows. It's like the heroic win. Although Albrecht, he's going to have to learn about it later on. He spent most of that fight laying on the ground. Oh yeah, rip money, you're right. Oh no. I'm hoping they don't all come back. That looks like this, because Ulbrich also is going to be, he would be great out. But yeah, now you pointing out that now that we have a whole bunch of knights to upkeep, or pay for the upkeep for, we shouldn't have, I don't know if we'll actually be able to pay for it. Alright, well, we will go ahead and we can't ransom them, so we'll go ahead and exit. Well, I guess we could. We would just lose a bit of chivalry. Wow, they get all of their animated hulks back. 2 of the mortars come back. Almost all of the hulks do. And we can't really keep our knights very effectively either. Alright, well, Peggy gets resurrected, Stell gets resurrected, and Mary does not. Great. And yeah, look at that negative 2,400. We can afford it for a single turn there, so we're gonna have to do as much damage as we can. So now, how many turns are we going to have to Whoa. How many turns are we going to have to deal with this? Virtue of stoicism. Virtue of discipline. How many turns? 7? We have to deal with it for 7 turns? Wow, well, we really need to get our other lord there, the thing sorted. So we got Edward with stoicism, which gives him more chivalry return, and then what? Bolstered leadership. That's not bad. Defense for Knights of the Realm is what we're going to go for, though, for the Virtue of Discipline. Thibault Letrange. First of the matter, let's go. Hey, welcome on in, Prince Kwai. What is this you mentioned about a raid? And I'm up to 1,300 viewers. This is the most we've ever had in a stream. Welcome on in, everyone. I'm glad to have you. We're doing what we can here through Bretonnia. We sent poor Ulbrich to his doom. Turns out a bunch of bullets is deadly. Mercy the Madson's regards. Well, appreciate it. Thanks, Mercy. And welcome on in, everyone. Hey, no, I appreciate that a lot. Welcome, Alex. Welcome, Prince Kwai. Let's get this going. We're going to bring Thibault back in, and we're going to have to do a lot of the firing of our cavalry. We can't afford you. Oh, man. Rest in peace. Well, yeah, that isn't quite what happened. It was an arrow, for sure. Bullets don't hurt exactly the same as arrows. Well, Harkin has moved on up as well. What is his army looking like? I want to use them in one more battle if we can.
Do you know
before we have to start disbanding. Since you don't have this stream hosting set up. Yeah, you're right. I don't have a lot of the stuff set up. I'm having to learn quite a bit as I go. So listen, I appreciate it a bunch. I will have lots of work to do to get stuff set up. Now we're gonna have to either salvage this campaign, but this doesn't look good. Yeah, this is looking pretty rough. I am unconcerned. We go on crusade now. Right?
For now, yes.
For now, yes, we don't get any extra movement. Oh no.
What is your behest? It shall come to pass.
Okay, so let's think about how to do this. Things are looking a bit spooky.
Your coming was foretold.
The Lady Wizard needs her vows sorted. 3 more skills, and we'd have that sorted, ready to go. This is spoopy. Extra movement for sure. Would that even matter? Need all the extra help we can get there, lads. Any tips, tricks? Anything you have coming on over from Mercy the Madness? I know he's definitely a better player than I am.
Spellcaster.
Alright. I'd really like to move in on Harkin.
Don't be a fool.
I mean, we've got no money, and our predicted income is garbage. It will fix the moment we start tossing out some of these Knights Errant. I would really like to use them beforehand. What's unfortunate, though, is that even in that stance, even if we go into March, doesn't look like we're getting any extra movement. We're kind of stuck here. We can't bring him to help fight against Lottie. And if we were to move his Knights Errant over into the Lady Wizard's army, likely they wouldn't be able to actually reach. This is not a good spot. I'm a bit confused though. Why are we down to half? Is it because I jumped into encamp stance, or is it because we started at encampment stance? I feel like we should have more movement than we started out with. Hurdle up and try to survive without dying. Disband the knights. Oh. Well, that's boring. It's probably the safest way to go.
I accept.
Bolt, pull back.
If the lady wills it.
Lady Wizard, you as well. Pull back.
Fortune
We will start
favors
disbanding as much as we can here, and we'll try to
protects
salvage
me.
this campaign.
My strength and wisdom are
Take you out
yours.
of crusade stance. Alright, we've got no money, so this turn's going to be a bit of a rough one. Realistically, we can afford none of these guys. I'd like to keep as many of the Knights of the Realm as we can, but we may have to get rid of one of them. Let's start combining. So if we merge, we lose
My
some.
reputation precedes me.
And then these guys will combine together as well, because it looks like these are at higher amount.
Protector of the realm. Pious.
Oh, unfortunate. Well, we got the elite Knights kicked out.
Blessings of the lady be upon
Only
you.
1,000 negative now, which is still gross. We may have to get rid of. What do you guys think? More Knights of the Realm, one of each. We'll get rid of one Knights of the Realm and one Knight Errant.
Do you know who I am? Yes?
Oh, played that a little bit, unfortunately, so we lose one of the elite ones, and we'll go ahead and do the same.
reputation precedes me.
Or we go ahead and get rid of some of these
Magic
peasants.
is yours.
Yeah, it's time to play it safe. We've been playing a bit aggressive, although I'll admit losing Albrecht was not intended.
Protector of the realm.
All right, Knights of the Realm, we'll get you guys back later on. It's sad, but we need money.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
We actually do need lots of extra bowmen as well, so we got everyone pretty well set up for the invasion of the Undead. And let's grab Foe Seeker so we can move around a little faster. Time to survive 7 turns.
I serve the lady.
Guardian.
Sorceress.
Knights of the Realm were better, so maybe keep them. Unfortunately, just yes, I may have beat you to that one. Alright, well, we've done as much as we can here. Hopefully the Dark Elves stay on their side. They usually, it's interesting when they declare war on you and just sit there and do nothing. Like Lord Zoltek over here. He declared war on us and he's just sitting here, having a good old day. Let's see if we can gain some any extra gold from... Maybe not from Musalon.
Queen of Avalon.
Lord of Luther.
Really, just from Musalon.
Yes.
I don't think we should take any deals from the Red Duke. He's at war with both of the other Bretonnian factions. How much money would you give me, just out of curiosity?
In your pitiful eyes.
200.
Knowledge alone will be leveraged against you.
I'll see, that's not gonna work. You're talking all that smack. Enjoy destruction, Musalon.
Defender of the weak.
Got a little too cocky. I think it was more that I forgot just how much damage the grenades can do, even on a single target. But yeah, we'll call it a bit too pride cometh before the fall. And Albrecht got shot so many times. Actually very surprised that Kevin made it in.
What vile filth stands before me?
Need to micro him a bit better. Yeah, I could definitely work on it. Elkeek has declared war on us. That's fine. Guess the Skaven are going to come up from the south. They are already pushed back quite a ways, so we'll see if they try anything. We'll call Itza to help. Yes. Bring in the lizards. Alright, Clan Scryer is causing problems up in the old world. Luckily we're not over there, so...
Ready to serve.
We've discovered Corone. Time to get up and send our envoy into the Empire proper. Well, that should make us, should allow us to make deals with the Burning
What
Wind.
can the Empire do?
We'll get to that later on, though. What are the Undead up to? You may want to send Kevin out as a scout now.
On to glory.
Larkin's just sitting here and recruiting.
No! I'm surrounded
Replenishing
by
and recruiting.
fools.
Great. He's got the Zufbar 42 pounders.
Honor before glory.
Well, I mean, we could go ahead and start getting some more honor by attacking Tlocks. If we get the Lady Wizard her vow, he's almost got the Troth of Protection there, which would drop the upkeep for all of our knights. This would allow us to get those knights back in. Or at least switch them over to her army until Albrecht is in. We may just leave Islamwapek here as a kind of a stop block. Otherwise, we're just going to sit here and keep staring at each other. The armies of order are struggling a bit. I did notice he's lost a bit of ground there. Lost Ketza. He's back into Itza, and he's got a new lord on in. Brand new red-crested skink. It's not a great sight. Losing, if we hadn't have had Albrecht take the dive there, we would have been doing way better for ourselves. Let's go ahead and have
I have seen your heart.
perhaps Estelle and the Paladin go up north after the Pox Marsh, or Tlocks. Tlocks is pretty weak, depending on what other armies they have up north here. Let's have Kevin go up here and at least investigate a bit. Eggy's going up that way.
Valiant lord.
We have a trebuchet here. Let's see if they can hold Zlenwapek while the Lady Wizard comes up north and attacks Tlocks. We have to stay in camp stance, sadly.
I know the way.
Let's start moving. We're gonna get those skill points in. Pray the Dark Elves stay out of our territory.
What?
Oh, there we go.
Greetings.
Non-aggression with Midland for a heap of gold.
On it.
Does this make the Empire more likely to fall? Absolutely.
Wind.
Alright, yeah, we'll also take the defensive alliance with Henowin, huh? Strength rank 168 means he's not doing great. But this gives us access for more lizards. So we'll go ahead and take it. Yeah, it looks like Rakarth declared war on him and has been focusing fully, or us, and is focusing fully on to Henowin.
Champion of the lady. Do you wish the lady's
Military
favor?
access with Corone. Have the lady's favor. I just got Albrecht knocked out.
Dark are these
The armored king of the vampire coast.
Right, we've got a little bit more gold now. No gold to use on anything other than kind of upgrades to our buildings. Loxlon over here. How much is it for the trebuchets eventually? Oh, just 2,000. Will I mean? You just lose negative traits hanging out at the Grail Shrine. That's pretty cool. Ourselves the actual Battle Pilgrims, which common, they're unbreakable. Do these guys count as peasants? Here so. Yeah, the Order factions are not doing great this campaign here. I think we'll go ahead and we want walls over in Tloxlon. The only issue is that drops our income by a huge chunky amount. It would give us the army ability to be a hero, which does what now? So it seems as though it's not as useful to go for the city watch and stuff unless you're taking it all the way up to the maximum tier quickly, because otherwise you're not getting that be a hero ability. You're still losing your upkeep, or you're still losing the amount of money you produce per turn. Recruitment rank for non-knights. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab the upgrade to the water wheel. Don't have a lot of choices for income just yet, but Vault, you hang out here still. A few more turns and the Papa will be back, but for now we wait. calm. We'll go ahead and give you, good sir. I guess just the spread control while you're out. Cause problems while you're out and about. Trebuchet. Lucas, I should have looked a little bit sooner.
The lady grants you safe passage in
I was
this
caught
land.
between Trebuchet and farms. We'll have more money here in a moment, though. We're almost at flocks. Join their war with... Well, hang on now. They're nice fellas. Why would I do that? Leave those dwarves alone. Right, the Blue Vipers are wiped out, so maybe the Order factions are doing alright for themselves. At least the Hunt Marshal is.
Paladin.
Adam, you get on in here and let's find some more friends. Locate allies. Oh. Reichland located. Reichland located.
Bretonnia.
I need the money.
Of course.
I care not how well you're doing. Thank you, I'll be back. Probably to siphon more gold from your empire. So it looks like they are kind of rotating as well. Bolt, you stay here. Lady
Your
Wizard and Kevin will
behest?
worry about dealing with flocks. How close can you... What about in Crusade? Almost. So we'll scoot one more turn just in
My lady calls.
Zeus mode, and we'll see if you can
My deeds
do some
are
damage to the
excellent.
garrison. Do it.
I will weaken the
Ooh,
garrison.
well done. They'll replenish for a turn there, but that's a little bit of damage. And Kevin
Ready to
gained a
serve.
skill. It's even better. Okay, quality feed makes him a better in straight up battle. Also makes him self-centered, egocentric, and have blinding majesty. Rail banishment. So you can either make him nice or terrible. Then his vow will give everyone around him a pretty good buff. So it's either make him an absolute monster or turn him into an actual tank. Okay, interesting. For now, we're just going to make him a wound maker. Give that 5% more to his overall weapon strength. We'll have to decide. Do we want to make Kevin a proper angry lad that's egocentric and self-centered? Or do we make him a storied hero that banishes the evil and upholds his vows? Tough call.
It shall be so.
Alright. Well, can we get to any more upgrades to our actual cities? Lord Zlot is just sitting here, doing nothing. I think we do want to grab the Trebuchet building, as you said there, Lucas. We're going to grab the Trebuchet building, we're going to finish up our water wheel, and then we'll upgrade the farm as well. Will also give us another field Trebuchet for our garrisons. We'll have 2 of them sitting in Tloxlon to go with all of our lovely lizard men. Actually, speaking of...
Guardian of Bretonnia.
Devotee of the lady.
Ooh, we can indeed. So Itza's not doing great, as you guys were even mentioning there, so we don't have a lot of really powerful Saurus warriors. We've got some Pterodon riders with those Fire Leech bolas. So do we go for some explosive boys in this army, or do we go for the, we can't afford the normal Saurus. This is spooky either way, isn't it? Losing a single province would, hurt our upkeep to where we're down below. Let's grab the Fire Leech bolas, and then pray to the lady. Let's skip on through and we'll end the turn.
Welcome to fair Bretonnia. Now is the time to unite, yes?
I would say so. He wants a military alliance for a bit of gold. We accept. You'd all have to start doing a bit better against greenskins. They say you revel in victory. They say you spend more time erecting monuments to battles past than managing the realm. They say you're a fool. See who the fool is, or we'll have a recruiting surplus. Let's get some war fervor. You don't need any new soldiers just yet. Harkin is going straight through the middle. He's chasing down the Lady Wizard. He is not content with her going after Tlox. And neither is Peggy King.
That is forbidden.
Broken Axe Wall succeeds. That is horrible for everyone up there, but chivalric code has now been researched. Bretonian Lord knows that honor and chivalry come before everything. More armor, more leadership for all of our lords and heroes.
Lord,
Now,
glory awaits. Very well.
I'll be pulling back. I was tempted to see if we could go after Oxodal. But no, we would lose too much of our
Very
upkeep.
well. I go.
We have met before.
You can attack Tlox. I don't believe Harkin should be able to get over there in time.
You.
Attack Tlox, take it from them, and keep moving from there.
The lady wills it.
Let's go ahead and
For
attack.
Bretonnia.
Finally get into the battle on. Would give us a close defeat. They've got some nasty forces here. The pirate gunnery mob has stagger shot. Luckily, they only have 80 range, though, so as long as we kind of tear them apart before they get too close, shouldn't have too much trouble. Most dangerous units are definitely going to be the Rotting Prometheans and the Animated Hulks. For sure.
Consume them. For the king.
We'll grab Kevin, add him into the fight.
By the lady.
Somehow we'll grab Kevin here.
True Bretonnian.
There he
I
is.
shall share my greatness.
He's going to share his greatness. Oh, I love to hear it. We'll have one more battle here, and then I'm going to go ahead and run and grab some drinks and snacks. We'll continue the stream. All right, Peggy. We can funnel them through this little choke point here. Sweet. That'll begin. I've not had enough proper battles. That last one was a bit unfortunate. I'm gonna see that one in my nightmares. They should all deploy together. Oh, we have a downhill. Okay. We don't have the advantage as much as I thought we did. Still a choke point. They can just kind of fire down on top of us from the hills here, from up on top of the cliff. Let's rotate. That's where the Hulks are. This is where some bats. The Fellbat should be able to. Do what we can to take down those Fellbats with our archer groups. These guys have a little bit of missile resist. 22 is not bad. This water down here, is it just fog? It does kind of go back into some shallow water. Gotta try to bring them over here to this other side then. That choke point's a bit. Too many spots for them to fire down on top of us, even in their own choke point. So let's just take the side flank here. This side route.
What orders?
Spread the boys out a bit. We'll have the regular arrows up front, since I care about them way less than the pox arrows.
What orders?
Perfect. Pox arrows, throw them in behind. Need to spread the men-at-arms about as much as they can be. Fire Leech bolas. Basically grenade launchers. There we go. Some heals up front. Kevin to fly around and be a nuisance. He should be able to duel the enemy lord. Either one of them, no problem. as well as kind of swat these bats out of the sky and move on down to the others. He's going to be a great asset to this team here. Peasants, they're going to be good at standing and holding a line for a moment. Alright then. As far as our new units, we can go ahead and take a look at our new Fire Leech Bullets. Now, I'm not great with these guys, but they are very, very awesome, so I'm happy to get some extra training. Or lose them horribly. That'll begin. Alright, Kevin, yeah, your job is definitely going to be to protect these guys and let the Fire Leech... Keep the Fire Leech away from the bats. Everyone else here. Move them up a little bit. Alright, you go get the bats, and then we'll have you guys kind of hang out around. Indication of the heck going down on the gun mob, that's fine with me. Free shots in on those groups while we can, and I don't mind dropping the Awakening of Wood on that group. Should slow down both. Sounds like they're saying human archers. All archers, there's your target. Those Prometheans. We'll keep the Fire Leech Bolts back a bit. I want to use their ammunition on proper targets. As soon as those bats go, we're going to just dive them down in. Oh, the multi-killer death. Those Prometheans have some armor. And I'm messing around. That was a nasty charge, even on some Berets troops. Hold on. Drop down the heels. Actually struggling a bit against them, which is... Nope, 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 nope. Pterodons, fly! Speaking of getting them instantly taken out by the handguns. Seems like they've got a lot better aim in SFO than they normally do. I don't mind that, we just have to keep it in mind. Here they come. Fire Leech Bullets, come on back a bit. Kevin, let's go ahead and make sure you are ready to go. Our other wizard, we've got a bunch of undead in the center there that don't have a lot of armor. Give them a hug. You guys go back a bit. Kevin, just wait for an opening here.
Priestess of the Lady.
Lovely. Make sure we're dealing with these guard in our way here. You pull back just a bit. You can drop down the heel in front. Everyone's just taking some damage. Kevin, go ahead and drop down in these gun mob here. Take them off of... Say we take them off of fire at will, but we need to stop those the shotgun mob. Stop who you can. Prepare to drop the bombs. Not on this first group though, just keep moving through.
Orders! Human archers!
Drop the bombs, keep moving through. Don't have enough magic for heals, that's fine. Make sure all of our archers that are left are firing on those enemy hulks. They have a lot less armor than the others did. Fire Leech Bolas, we're going to go ahead and take you off the fire at will and just launch at these gun mob over here. Our yeoman archers are fleeing. So be it. Look at that. They completely... They're just the amount of accuracy on those bombs. Normally you don't see them. They kind of do a scattered effect across the line. That's not even close to a scatter effect. That is dead accuracy. Every bomb lands on the same spot. Alright, let's go ahead and land on in here and do some damage. Swordsmen have kind of stopped anyone else from escaping there. The yeomen come on back, charge into these gun mobs. He's chopping away at that unit there. Lovely.
Paladin of Bretonnia.
Revenge is ours. Now stop blowing up our Bretonnians, dude. What's wrong with you? The lizards are fulfilling the great plan. The old-fashioned way.
My gifts are yours.
What did you miss? We are pushing back the vampires. We are up in Tlox. I moved the Lady Wizard's force on up north with Kevin, and they are doing what they can to fight off the Undead Menace.
I serve the lady.
That looks to be a victory. We'll go ahead and drop down the heals. We'll make sure that's not what I wanted to do, but oh man, and you exploded yourself for it.
Paladin of Bretonnia! Quickly!
We took some damage though. It was not an easy fight.
Ready for orders!
Having no knights does change things quite a bit.
Human archers! Get them moving!
You guys just stand up on the hill and start firing. There's the victory. Hollow victory. Nay, we win. Some land is stolen from Harkin. Hopefully Peggy was one of his more highly upgraded lords. I think she managed to escape our first conflict with Albrecht, just barely. Alright, we'll take the win. It'll call it Pyrrhic, but the peasants died for their knights. So, we'll take the win, we'll take the gold, and then we will come on in and occupy. Gain the pirate hunter there, so criminals can be no more tolerated on the seas than land, giving us more leadership and melee attack when fighting at sea. Which will be great once Holbrook is back and we're getting all the different layered buffs for at sea battle. So Harkin is kind of in between the two. We're lucky we can come on over here and take out the Pox Marshman as well. We don't want to get too far away from one another. Harkin's force is pretty dangerous. I'm guessing. We haven't seen it yet, but Legendary Lords don't usually roll with a bunch of garbage. We do have the Wardens of Montfort, so we've got some poisonous. And Vanguard deploying. Skirmish archers there. We can afford more peasants pretty easily. I think we'll keep the bowmen off on this side. We'll just grab them up with the Lady Wizard, make sure her force is able to keep moving. We'll grab a couple more frontline soldiers. They had a bit of issues there, so let's grab one, since that's all we can afford. Then maybe we can grab another. Forest Warriors, don't you worry. We'll have you soon. Soon. Oxla's upgrade. We'll go ahead and grab the Woodsman Hut as well. Remember, for trade. Okay, so we've got Heraldry of Aquitaine. What should we really go for on the other side here? Because getting our diplomatic relations up with some of the other Order factions is probably not a bad call. Humans, High Elves, and Lizardmen. Just cost 6 turns is the only issue there. Double down on both an income from farms for the wider plows as well as the irrigation ditches. Also dropping our upkeep for all of our infantry, which would be great. We would go for overseas diplomacy. All the extra relations with the High Elves and the Lizards. Probably a really good idea. Make sure we're not having any issues with the Lizards. This actually should kind of counteract what the goofy Sacred Pools Lizardmen are up to as well. Yep, again, not a bad idea, because we can get some of their archers as well, which will outrange ours by a long shot and do way more damage.
We
It's
have
upwards
met
of 30-something
before.
damage on the start.
I serve the lady.
Pretty good. You serve the lady. How much can you serve the lady and drop our upkeep? You cannot. Not till later on. Okay, so we'll just grab Life Bloom then. Keep the heals flowing across the army.
Sorceress.
Perfect.
The witch.
Yeah, the chaos has already made its way into the Empire. Looks like Carolberg is kind of the last bastion for their Midland. Not a good look.
Darkness.
No deals to make. Let's see if we can grab a new ally mission here. Arkin himself only gives us 13. He is likely who we're going to be fighting next. Looks like there's 2 lords still hanging out on this settlement here. We'll grab the mission for Luther. Get some clever girls from Kikes. All in due time. Skip through the rebellion that's about to kick off in over here in Holotto's Guanji Valley. In fact, we may want to try to fix that by venerating the lady or just going for the Realm of Chivalry to increase our research rate. Let's try to fix the control. We'll have ourselves a battle as well, but we'll also try to fix the control. We may also go for that research rate one, because, man, that's such good. Oh, yeah, that's what you said as well. We got to stop taxing them. They're not making that much money. Oh, man. I don't mind the rebellion as long as we can fight it off. That's spooky, though. Our income's about to be real bad until Albric's back.
Welcome to fair Bretonnia, commoner.
Join your war against the deserters of Katep. I think they should get wiped out on their own. I'm going to go ahead and say no. Alright, Karak Ziflin is attacked by Stone. We either enter the war or we have to break our alliance. Hopefully the Dawi don't try to come all the way across the Great Ocean. We'll see, though. Oh, Stone is gone. Let's hope the Legendary Lord factions can hang in there. Luther has decided he's going to kind of split the gap here and go straight down the middle. He's got a lot of bloated corpse and then a bunch of animated hulks and such.
What is your behest?
I mean, I'm tempted to just keep her pushing into the enemy lands, even if we lose Tlox.
Your coming was foretold.
Did I upgrade this to a village? I don't remember doing so. Even if we lose Tlox, though, pushing over towards the Pox Marsh.
Why do you pester?
Man, we're in a bad spot.
Don't be a fool.
I think we need to charge out and take down Lottie Oxenfurt. Problem is, if we do so,
You dishonor me.
we need to very quickly turn around and get back into our territory. I don't know if we'll be able to. 38% movement left. As long as we can go into perhaps Crusade move.
Fool.
May want to go into the Crusading now.
Very well, if you insist.
Break them and then get on back. It'll cost 50% movement, so we should, unless she turns and runs, Lottie Oxford here, we should be able to retreat back into our territory, so let's go for it.
For the lion.
Alright, going to give us a close victory. We've got lots of Hulks to deal with, which we have learned are pretty dangerous. Luckily, everyone here does have the Blessing of the Lady. It's just, we have to keep in mind that these guys are not fighting as adeptly as Ulbrich is, but we have lots of cavalry. Both of the Knights of the Realm have that bonus versus large, so we can kind of get Hulks separated. We have to make sure that these gun mob, their bombs, do not make it into contact with our front line, though. Otherwise, they will disappear. Should be a pretty fun battle. Hard Resolve is going to do it without losing any, taking any casualties, but that would be boring. Like I said previously, I'm going to jump and go grab some water. I'm going to check on the little wizard, and then we'll get right back to the stream. That means you all go grab some snacks, and we'll meet up back in a second. For all those that are, if you're still here from Mercy Squad, thanks so much for stopping by. Hope you've enjoyed. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Hopefully you all have yourself some excellent snacks. I've just got some basic peanut butter crackers, but they'll do. Now to bring down Lottie Oxenford to battle. Once again, cavalry going to be doing all of the heavy lifting here. I think the archers will do great at bringing down the hulks, though. Let's see, though. A lot of Resolve thought we would win, no problem. Let's prove how wrong they are. By doing terribly. Alright, we'll set up the peasants. Want the regular men-at-arms in the center here, so the enemy comes across this open field to them. We'll try to take this high ground over here, if we are able to move that fast across. Otherwise, no. And in fact, we're going to bring these guys back just for a bit while we set up. The enemy has mortars. I want to make sure we shut down those mortars before we really engage the battle too much there. Troops all set up. Maybe the same thing we did last time, just hide them in the woods. Trying to suppress a cough. Let's see. Hide these guys all back in the woods here.
We fight for Bretonnia.
Perfect. All set up. Not all of you in guard mode, just the archers. And then we'll actually put the archers in their own group as well. And then we'll grab the cavalry. See if we get run down the enemy there. Alright, battle begin. We're gonna push well up this other side.
We serve the king.
Get everyone moving up as quickly as we can there. Move fast, lads.
True Bretonian! Take the ground! Honor awaits!
Got the mortars back there in the trees, which is an interesting strategy. Looks like they are just going to try to stay away from our knights, try to pull them into the trees if they can. I say no thank you to that one. I'm also not keen on getting my foot soldiers up there and getting exploded by the mortars. You just want to hang out in the woods, huh? Alright, they're going to try to start ripping some shots there with their mortars now. We'll just keep rotating around behind them then. They keep maneuvering. Let's go ahead and pull these guys out of the woods then. Try to take the high ground. Leave the others where they're at. They're taking a few hits, so let's go ahead and get these knights spread apart just a bit there. We lost one of them, which is not something I want to see. Interesting that any of their mortar shots are making it out of the woods at all, though. They're staying way back in the woods. Losing any of our models is not great. I'm both impressed and confused by this battle strategy here. Alright, they've got Spear Leech. That makes things a bit more dangerous for us. Here's what we do then. We gotta use the peasants as a distraction. A lot of damage from that Spear Leech. Hate to see it. Put these guys apart a little bit there.
What do you beat?
Oh, really? They have a much better chance of actually getting them out of the trees than you'd think. I see.
Full tilt! Swiftly! Tout de suite!
Seems to be a bit silly. Okay, they've switched targets. Knights, get them. Yes, we will have to deal with the animated hulks charging in behind, but let's Interesting. He decided, no, I'm not going to charge.
On to glory!
Otherwise, we're going to get exploded big time by the guys coming across there. Move up quickly. Go ahead, pull back. The knights stopped their charge. I wonder why. Run these hound dogs over and let us pull back. Huh. I'm not sure what's causing that, but I don't like to see it. Dealt with that group. Come through and help out with these hulks. Exploded a little bit there. That's fortunate to see, but it's kind of what we got to deal with. As a bowman, switch targets to these guys up front. Actually, let's go ahead and start eliminating the different bomber squads. You just come on around, use that speed. Taking apart this first group. Knights are struggling a little bit there. Let's go ahead and pull them away just for posterity for them. Get you in. I get a little bit of damage from what's coming on across the skies there. Let's go ahead and make sure the knights get in. Knights Errant come through. All the knights come through. Another Spirit Leech. Love to see it. Oof. And the bombs do stop them in their tracks too, so let's keep charging them away from the bombs. Come on, lads. Shut those mortars down. Indeed. Come on, lads. Pull away so we can actually get a proper charge in with the Knights of the Realm. Those mortars are stopped. Perfect. Everyone with an arrow. Plant it in that Hulk's forehead. You guys keep pulling away. Otherwise, you're going to get caught. We'll deal with the Hulks in a moment. Would like to be able to get them all poisoned.
Honor the lady for the lady! Battle calls.
Go through. You guys stand in the woods there. Wait for them to come to you. You guys keep pulling away. Those Hulks are gone. We lost our front line, but the Hulks are gone too. Next group. Those pox arrows on this group here, though. Charged in the woods. Go ahead and get you guys out. Knights. Hulks in front of you. Go ahead and give them a hug. Hard to see really what's going on in the woods. Get these great sword squires moving forward into that back group of Hulks. Kevin will pull him on away so we can get a bit of heals, or at least recover a bit from his fighting. They're all bogged down in that first group there. Let's go ahead and get some poison arrows on these Hulks in the back. And actually, this group of poison pox arrows gets them up. Are those Hulks? Let's get the Knights through. Kevin, come on in. If we can get you after the oxen fur there, that'd be great. I think those Hulks are just a little bit too fast. Get those Knights turned back around. The Great Swords are doing pretty good work against the until the explosives start adding their help. Gotta stop that. You guys keep coming through. Great Swords try to push through that line there. Alright, I think we've got him. Let's make sure there's some poison arrows on the enemy lord as well. Work together there, squires. There's one guy out of the woods. All the trees are real obnoxious. All the bows forward, you get your pox arrows in, pull you away so you don't take too many hits, because ouch, vampire.
Take the ground at once. Squares. Moving the pace.
And I have one of the fire arrows as well, so they can weaken his heals. Alright. You just charge in on these bombers, kind of shut them down. We'll get the rest of these knights trying to charge through on this group of enemy hulks as they come in. They're all in the woods. They're all struggling quite a bit for it. This fellow's getting dehorsed. Such is the way. Those hulks are not playing. Alright, I think we got him though. The Lord breaks. And then we charge all of the knights out of the woods together as one gigantic swarm of death. Taking shots where she can, though. And there's the victory. Shoot the dead things. We didn't get to shoot them. I guess we threw lots of arrows at them. I take it back. As many arrows as could be thrown. But with Lottie defeated, now it is just the Pirate King. I think he's got one Lord next to him as well. As many of these guys as we can knock out without taking too many casualties and pull on back, the better. And our cavalry putting in work. The close victory, we'll take it. Then we'll go ahead and I might be tempted. Yeah, we'll take the ransom of the captains this time just for the extra chivalry. We've got plenty of chivalry laying around, and I'm going to take the extra cash for now. Lenny goes ahead and retreats a bit. That's not great. Take the war banner, though.
Protector of the realm.
So now I can't make it back into our territory? Like, not even by a long shot, even. Well, okay, we gotta go hit Lenny. And then hopefully try to replenish up a bit. Grab the war banner, hand it on off to, I would say, our Lord. 10% more weapon strength sounds great. We will go ahead and auto-resolve this one. And I'm going to take the executed captain for this one, hopefully give us enough movement range to get home. That's bizarre. We seem to lose movement range every single... I mean, yes, we lose some.
Very well.
Naturally.
If you insist.
We're going to take all sorts of attrition for no reason here.
Not enough warpstone.
No, I'm
Things have
surrounded
become
by
really rather spooky here for our knight. We had 50% movement. We couldn't switch. We couldn't come back in his one hot peck either. Huh. Okay, well, don't trust your movement bar, especially when you're using one of the extra ones like Crusade.
The lady wills it.
Now because now we can't defend Zlanhwa Peck, and that's where Luther will attack 100%. Let's give him some targets then. We'll have the Lady Wizard come on out.
Sorceress.
We need to turn left, don't we? I'd like her to get one more experience point in battle. Bit of an interesting spot we're in. I think it's probably a better idea to leave Harkin's territory alone.
Devotee of the lady.
Should I come on back into our territory until we have Albrecht back?
What is your behest? I go hence. It shall come to pass.
Although,
I will.
I'd really like to just take more land and actually get her up to where she's got her next vow.
Your coming was foretold.
Just 2 more rank ups is all we really need. 475 negative income is not great, especially if we lose Lanhua Peck. Got played there by, I thought Thibault could get back into our territory, which was a foolish mistake. We'll go ahead and give him probably just the Inspiring Presence. Or one of these others here. We'll go for basic training, make sure they fight for longer in battle.
Blessings of the lady be
Hopefully we
upon
can make
you.
it back before, because if Luther takes
the
Zlanwa
question.
Peck, nah, then we're in a lot of trouble.
Pious.
Because Hellkeek's in the way as well. We don't know what he's fielding besides these warp grinders, which are always a nightmare. Always, always a nightmare.
Are you ready?
We can make no deals, we have no money anymore. Oh, peace with the Awakened. No. Let's see what's going on back up in the Empire. We'll swing through Weissmund here.
On to glory.
Oh, Middenstag is owned by the One Eye. I've never seen him come this far north. Destroying the Empire. Is Reichland their last bastion? This looks like this is owned all by Festus. Down here into Talabheim. Alright, well. The web.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
Alright, let's end the turn and see how things go.
What fine
Okay, Skrolk is going to go ahead and just declare war on us, naturally. Fair enough, we'll bring Itza and Sotek to help. I wish we would have just declared or joined them when we had the chance. Skrolk is being real angry. He's strength rank 23 too, so he's doing very well. Harkin goes after Thalax, so he doesn't like the Lady Wizard running around. And this I don't mind. We actually get to see Harkin's army. It's not that great. I'm going to go ahead and give this to the auto-resolve. They won't actually use their bloated corpses like fools. They won't start charge them in and blow them up. So we'll give this one to the auto-resolve, and hopefully Harkin stays over here. Allows us to keep moving. We'll see how much movement he has next turn here. Determine whether or not we just attack the settlement or move on, move through. Blocks was lost. Nothing of value was in the process.
I thought I was the crazy one.
So we don't get to see how far he can move because the Lady Wizard's in the way. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and just go ahead and move in normal stance up to the Box Marsh. They've got some Hulks and some Prometheans, so it's not going to be an easy fight. We'll surround and see how far Harkin can go.
Who are you?
We're not going to be able to escape, are we? Well.
For Bretonnia.
Why do you pester?
Do you know who I am?
You jump back into
My
Zlanwa Peck.
reputation precedes me.
You have no more soldiers to gain. Well, Luther really doesn't like the Lady Wizard, and I wonder why.
Her will be done.
And now she's trapped. I can't really get her away. Huh. Unfortunate. Well, we can't really do anything except for keep pushing forward, so let's go ahead and charge directly into this settlement here. Try to limit our casualties as much as we can, and then turn and prepare for what Harkin's bringing. Which I'm not excited for at all. Let's get to it. Kevin is an extreme boon. I'm glad that I brought him with, but if we lose Kevin here as well, oh, that'll be an even bigger setback. Outfoxed by the Pirate King. Oh, just as the council plan schemes. We'll deal with Skrolk, or we'll get clubbed over the head with a Plague Mace, one of the two. One of the two. We'll start our deployment, and then we'll cut up on the hill here. Well, having all of our men-at-arms fighting in the woods is probably a good idea. Probably a real good idea. Let the Hulks fight to their disadvantage. Do these guys have mortars as well? I don't think I saw one, but I'm always scared of it now. Alright, Peasant Bowman up front.
Arrows ready!
We'll grab fire and pox arrows for either side. Nice little multicolored array of death, and we'll go ahead and just kind of rotate them ever so slightly. We'll get the rest of the troops set up proper in a moment. We'll grab the Pterodon Riders over here, Yeoman Archers up front. They actually got pretty good range for what they are. Spread the Men-at-Arms out just a little bit there.
Take an aim.
Yeah, protect those bowmen.
Men-at-Arms.
There we go. It's not the prettiest of formations, but it'll do for us.
Ever faithful.
We have met
Healer in the center line, and then we'll get this battle off. Alright, let's go ahead and take you guys off fire, Will, so I can pick where the fire leech bolas go. Sped things up. Not what I wanted to do at all.
Yeoman archers! We live to serve! Get them moving!
Pull back just a bit.
Paladin of Bretonnia!
Make sure the Paladin is in good position. Do you have any armor piercing and missiles? No, but pretty decent missile strength.
Ready to serve?
Make sure that Kevin's ready to kind of go drop kick the enemy lord there.
Protect.
Heals down on Kevin as he goes through.
Mounted and ready! Ride!
Go ahead and ride back a bit there. Oh, we let them go too far ahead. Man, these poor Pterodons are going to start off every battle getting just shot to pieces.
At once! Moving your pace! Bretonnia and its men!
Alright.
For the king!
Extra speed. Go ahead and charge down the Empire, the Vampire Flight Fleet Captain.
I see much.
Go ahead and slow down these lads here as they go ahead and surround the boy. Oh, he took a good grief. The amount of bullets Kevin just got hit with.
My soul is aflame! At once! Right away!
All right, we'll definitely not remember. We'll definitely not forget that. No, you can't get staggered. That's a bad call. Just fly away for a moment there, bud. Think about what you've done.
Sorceress.
Ready to loose!
I serve the lady.
Pull back a bit there. Animated Hulk's gonna be a problem. Let's not get shot at anymore by those guns. Same thing with you, Pterodon Riders. Go ahead and pull back a bit. Although we lost half the guys there. And kind of rotating back around, and you as well. Come on back around. Need to get back into our healer.
Fortune favors you.
Peasant woman!
Keep firing. Let's go ahead and get these guys up and around. Actually, I'm going to have them go out of the woods there to chase down that group. You two with your bows. Start blasting apart these deckhand pole arms. Go ahead and charge into that group there. I didn't realize they had gotten out of the woods, so let's pull back.
Man of Bretonnia! Tis an honor!
Alright, Kevin, come back through now. And the Pterodon Riders too should be able to come on back over. After we already used them quite foolishly. Let's see. I guess we could slow down the bombers. And pretty good damage too. Going back through, don't get stopped. Swordsman, you go ahead and stop that group of handguns, please. Yeoman Archers, do your thing. Paladin, actually come on around and let's slam in behind these Hulks here.
Annihilate!
I'm keeping a very close eye on his health this time though.
It shall be.
You come back through. Let's go ahead and have these guys stop these handguns in the back line, as long as they can charge in. Otherwise, they are going to get Last Samurai out of existence. Nope, bad call, bad call. Those missiles are going through those woods way too easily.
Ride hard! Spurs, lads! Swiftly!
Taking a bit of damage, doing alright. We are out of magic for the moment. Let's go ahead and pull her away from the fight.
Swiftly.
They actually lost a good deal of their number. Drop the bombs and then get them afterwards. Bring back the Yeoman Archers. Kevin is taking, he's doing fine. Drop the heals down over here. He's about to get nuked out of existence by those bombers.
Loose! Human archers!
It is her will. Forthwith.
That is crazy, the amount of single entity damage they can do. It's cool to see, but man, is it a lot. Those guys sprinted up into combat like fools. Pterodons are doing alright. They're not winning per se, but they're not losing either. Charge on in there. The Vampire Fleet Captain's doing very well for themselves. Let's go ahead and pull.
Your command! Peasant bowmen!
Why are our bowmen charging up into the fight?
Fire! Armed and ready! Peasant bowmen!
They were all on guard mode, but they're sprinting into the fight regardless. Huh.
Yes!
That's not the play, guys.
Man at arms!
Take up guard! Hurry!
Alright, Fire Leech Bullets get you out of the fight there. Bring these guys on back. Poison going down on those vampires there. Run! Alright, peasants, you gotta throw yourselves away for the good of the lady. I mean, we've dealt with a lot of their units. It's just we have to kind of not lose some of these some of our most important ones. Evan's doing just fine. I'd like to get the heals done on him, and we did not limit casualties enough to survive Harkin next turn. I don't think. This was a pretty poor showing from our forces here.
Ready to loose!
So many bowmen are caught up by different groups of swordsmen. Yeoman archers are gone. Go ahead and keep pulling away. You guys launch your Fire Leech Bullets at that Vampire Fleet Captain.
Men at arms! Yes, doing your bidding.
Guys stand there, start launching those arrows.
Like the wind!
Burn the undead scum. We're on it, Leonis.
Hero of Bretonnia!
Although it is going,
For the lady!
we have learned just how accurately these guys can throw bombs. But we took a lot of casualties there, but it got a bit aggressive. It kept them off, or Harkin off of our main force, but at what cost? Soon see. Clan Molder's creation of Storm Fiends. That'd be pretty cool. I can't wait until we get in some of the actual lesser, I guess, the greater demons of the Great Horn one. I'm hoping we do get them eventually. And I think they are an Age of Sigmar unit, but it would still be cool to get the Vermin Lords as kind of a final cherry topper for the Skaven. Although would Thank will come in before or after the Vermin Lords, that I don't know, or at the same time. We do know Thankwell's coming, just when. I'll take the win. I will occupy the settlement, and then,
This smells
yeah,
fishy.
Harkin. It smells fishy. Harkin can easily make it on over here towards us.
My sight is yours.
I am tempted to go for the ROR unit just to keep us safe. More Fire Leech Bolas also wouldn't be a terrible call. I have just been using them quite terribly, as I normally do. They're very squishy. Kind of have to keep them back until everyone's already started the fight. Not great as a skirmishing unit. How many more turns until we have Hullbridge back? Oh, 2 more turns. We've held out all right. But now Hellkeek is going to go right past and into our undefended territory. See, now that I'm not as excited about. Harkin, do you want peace yet? Not anymore.
Natural author.
Yes.
Man, our Bretonnia campaign has hit a bit of a scary spot here. I am positive Hellkeek is fielding a nasty force that's just showing us the Skaven slaves only.
Lord.
Man.
Your coming was foretold.
Was it? I'm glad
Sorceress.
you have almost finished your vow, so we have to get you a little bit more rank ups. Let's go ahead and grab the... What would be the best for us here? A bit of flesh to stone. Or just the ability to cast Earthblood faster. No matter what, we are going to struggle.
My deeds are legend.
Swing on back to Adam. We'll zoom on through to see what's up with what Festus is up to.
Death before dishonor.
Yeah, y'all are right. The Order factions are getting crushed. Well, we'll see if we can't pull things back. We're doing all right over here. We've got lots of land. Only issue is we didn't upgrade much of it because we weren't expecting to lose Albrecht in a random hail of gunfire.
Lord and hero.
All right, last kind of decision for the stream because I'm going to have to end things pretty soon here. Should we go ahead and for the Lady Wizard,
You honor me.
get her in some more Pterodon Riders, as well as the Wardens of Montfort? Wardens we can get immediately, and we know we can. The Pterodon Riders are a more of a maybe. But I do think the Fire Leech Bolo ones are going to be better than the normal, that are just kind of launching poison attacks.
What is your behest?
Oh, you say Skink Infantry? The ones with javelins? I guess why do you say Skink Infantry? Just for the extra frontline troops? I see. Yeah, we do have lots of archers. We need to make sure they're firing. We did lose a unit of those. We lost a unit of men-at-arms. Okay. Yeah, you're probably correct there. We'll grab some Skink Cohort. We'll grab one of the ones with javelins and one of the normal. Get us some chaff. And then we'll grab the Wardens of Montfort as well. There's no guarantees we're actually going to be able to grab these guys on in. It's going to be an interesting fight here regardless. We'll grab these Wardens because I want to make sure we try to win. And a little bit of extra. Horse Archer never hurt no one. We'll recruit them on in and then we'll pray. Luckily, this is not the most elite army ever, and if he doesn't recruit any more up, he's only got 18. Makes things a bit more doable. And we do actually have all of our chaff in, too, so we've got a bunch of front line to throw at Harkin to try to slow him down as we fire at him. That is going to likely be the end of our stream, though. Let's go ahead and... I've got to get moving pretty soon here. Those who are channel veterans. We stream for about 1:30 to around 4:20 each day that we are able to stream during the day, and then on the nighttime streams is around 9:30 p.m. to until I get too tired to keep playing. We'll give it one more in turn. Let's check through the diplomacy real fast.
Who called? It is
We'll give it one more in turn to see how things play out, and then we'll go ahead and say our goodbyes. Huge thanks for everyone who stopped on by. Jeff the Chaff God. Indeed. They actually fight better than the Undead in a straight-up fight, so if they actually do manage to cross swords with those handgun wielders, they should win. Yeah, thanks so much for stopping by. I'll have to thank Mercy personally for the raid. Thanks for all of his followers who came on by, since I don't have all my stuff set up, so made you guys work a little extra hard, and I appreciate it so much. Hopefully you had a good time. We have been steadily been getting our cheeks smacked for this stream, but as soon as Albrecht's back, I foresee things going a little bit better for us. Luther decides to besiege us. How boring.
Seers.
Kick those guys on out.
Out of the question.
And yeah, we'll have to start off the... I think we have to sally out, right? If we let him siege us at all, we take too much attrition and then we just have no chance. So yeah, we'll start off the next stream with a battle against Harkin. For better or worse. And we just have to wait for one more turn for Albrecht to come back in. Looks like Hellgeek's moving on Chakwa. Great. Oh, fantastic. Do we come after Axolotl? I guess we'll have to make that decision in the next one. Thanks everyone for stopping by today's stream. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. We're going to have Drazowith coming on out tomorrow. Oh, and I forgot, yeah, Orion. Orion's going to be launching as a premiere here at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So hope y'all can make it for that. And if not, I'll see y'all on the next stream. See y'all next time.